Yo, welcome back to Nexus Summit, sponsored by and brought to you by Game Arena. First of all, before we get into the action, I want to say a huge shout out to the raid from Kachuz. Welcome everyone to the channel. We bring you Riftbound action quite frequently, and we are going to take a quick peek at our bracket. Unfortunately, we did not get to watch the Troy versus Phoenix match. It was already underway. Troy ended up taking that 2-0 up against Phoenix on Irelia, which means we are locked and loaded for Troy on Lee Sin, aka best of Lee Sin, in the finals. And we're going to see the other side of the bracket. I missed my cue on Master Yi Wuju Bladesman versus Spicee, who we saw last round, playing Ezreal Prodigal Explorer. And I think both of our players are shuffling up and getting ready to go into their match already. And I think we've got a Spicee win. Kind of talking through this matchup. Again, Ezreal's plan is to stall out the game, fight for board state, extend it, and grind out the resources using things like Bewitching Spirit and the Pack of Wonders Trove combo to continue their resource gain and kind of limit the opportunities and options Master Yi has. On the converse side, Master Yi really wants to hit the ground running, use value units to get onto these battlefields, hold these battlefields, and make it difficult to take out and overcome for Ezreal, and then just kind of hold up resources. Hold up defies, make sure you're using your challenges properly, make sure you're using your charms properly, get rid of these key units so they can't be recycled, can't be reused, to end up causing more havoc against your resources and your hand. Both players kind of reviewing deck lists. It looks like Master Yi starting us off with Emperor's Dais. I will say that I do believe Spicee is the higher seed at seed 3 and will have the opportunity to go ahead and choose to play first or second. So I imagine Ezreal's probably going to go first and likely start us off with probably not Aspirant's Climb, but perhaps like something, the one that deals damage to all of the units. I think that one is Frozen Fortress. Oh, yeah, it is Frozen Fortress. Nailed it. I couldn't remember. Oh my god, wait, are those unsleeved runes this whole time? Oh my. Nevertheless, I think that this matchup will be quite good. I think we can use the Bewitching Spirit and the Emperor's Dais against the Master Yi so that we can send in the Bewitching Spirit into the Emperor's Dais, use its Conquer ability to send the Bewitching Spirit back home, back to hand, and then put in a Sand Soldier. I think that this battlefield might be more useful for our Ezreal player than it could be for our Master Yi player. Only time will tell. Looks like we are still kind of studying what Master Yi has. There's an onslaught of different combat tricks and different utility built into this Master Yi list. And honestly, Master Yi Tempered was such a good upgrade, being able to bring out a tempo 4-cost unit that has no power requirements early on into the game. Kind of a huge upgrade than the original Master Yi, if I do say so myself. I think that being able to string spells together for Spicee is going to be key to his victory so that he can continue to gain advantage out of his Prodigal Explorer legend ability. It looks like we might be just chilling, might be waiting a moment. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about kind of how this matchup we anticipate going, thinking through the fact that there's not a whole lot of early drops in this Ezreal list. We're probably going to end up just once again committing things like Pack of Wonders, Treasure Trove onto the battlefield, these gears, so that we can start to tempo out this game plan in terms of grinding resources. I think that if I was to look back at this bracket and think through which of these deck lists will probably do best into Troy on the Lee Sin, honestly, I think that Master Yi might have the edge against Troy just for the pure fact that Master Yi has so much utility and doesn't have to commit a ton of resources into these battlefields to maximize the amount of value. So Troy's probably looking over these two players and thinking, who would I prefer to see in the finals? And honestly, he'd probably prefer to see the Ezreal in the finals just because of how well Troy can manage the resources and commit onto these boards with the the Lee Sin ability to be able to buff up these small units and make them formidable. Nevertheless, I think that both of these matchups will be great for Troy. It'll be a great experience and good learning opportunity because playing against basically mono Irelias through Swiss and into the top cut, it made it a very interesting series of events for Troy. Something that he's got a lot of experience on is playing against these Irelias. And so seeing a little bit of a breath of fresh air for Ezreal and Master Yi will be nice to see for Troy. I missed my cues, probably going to go ahead and be hard mulliganing for any type of 2-drops, preferably something like a Lonely Poro and a Scuttle Crab just to get as much information as possible so that you can try and suss out what the Ezreal is going to try and do in the early parts of this game. Finding a way to get a Scuttle Crab on the board and having it die so that you can get full information of the Ezreal will be paramount to being able to win this match. All right, it looks like our judge has arrived and we are ready. Oh, timeout. Both deck lists are now available and we're shuffled up. We're in the mulligan phase. It looks like we have ourselves a treasure trove, we have a star cross, and a list. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure whether I would keep the list in my hand if I was Spicee, but it looks like they're a better player than I. They know better. They're going to go ahead and keep the list in their opening hand, and they will be starting us off. Over on the opposite end of the spectrum, I missed my cue. I think mulliganed 2 as well, looking for that early drop, and there we go. Scuttle Crab into a draw card, and both players kind of doing exactly as I mentioned. Treasure Trove coming out early. Now we just need to find a way to find a Pack of Wonders. Here we go. Pack of Wonders into the Treasure Trove, sending it back home, ramping and drawing. We'll probably just reestablish it. Yes, we will. Reestablish Treasure Trove. I mean, it's not like Master Yi is going to go ahead and get on the board incredibly fast. However, we will send the Scuttle Crab home. We're going to conquer the Emperor's Dais, make a Sand Soldier, send home the Scuttle Crab, and draw a card. This is exactly what we want to see for Master Yi. Continue being able to draw cards because at some point we're going to need these to offset all of the bewitching spirits, all of the bewitching sprites that are going to make us discard cards. All right, we're going to go ahead and establish a Pit Rookie to buff up our Sand Soldier. We now have a 3-Might Sand Soldier on the battlefield. I imagine next turn we're going to try and bring her home so we can send that Scuttle Crab back into the Emperor's Dais and rinse and repeat this while sending the Pit Rookie to the Frozen Tundra, Frozen Fortress. However, Windsinger comes out, bounces the Sand Soldier into a Bewitching Spirit, and just like that, we're going to start this combo nice and easy. We're going to discard Azania's Hourglass, and we're going to once again send back up that Treasure Trove and replay it. I imagine we replay it, unless we've got maybe a Gust in hand, and we do indeed. Okay, cool. Pass the turn over, 1-0. I missed my cues. Probably going to send that Scuttle Crab right back to the Emperor's Dais. Pay 1, send him home. Yeah. Draw another card off of our Scuttle Crab. All right, before we do that, we're going to send the Pit Rookie in. Pit Rookie goes in, gets a Frozen Fortress, takes us to 3, replay Scuttle Crab, draw another card. We're just going to try and power through this Bewitching Spirit while getting points. And we've got 4 cards in hand. We're going to charm over this Bewitching Spirit so that there's no Pack of Wonders shenanigans any longer. That's a great play. Once again, I mentioned early on that it's paramount for us to find these charms, find these challenges to get rid of key units from Spicee so we don't get ground out of the game. All right, Spicee moving through the turn, has a ton of runes and a pretty formidable grip of cards here. Unfortunately, will not have the opportunity to effectively take either of these battlefields can push forward against the Pit Rookie, who has 1 damage marked thanks to the Frozen Fortress, and trade. However, the question is a trade good enough? Looks like we were able to find another Bewitching Spirit, so we're going to Pack of Wonders, send back the Windsinger, and use it again to get rid of this Sand Soldier, clearing the way for the Scuttle Crab once again to go into the Emperor's Dais, make a Sand Soldier, and draw a card. The list is going to come down. It's going to name whatever the Pit Rookie is. I'm not going to lie, I don't know what it is. However, because of the 1 marked damage, Pit Rookie's going to go down. That's a pretty good play. Frozen Fortress, quite a good battlefield. Then we're going to establish this Ezreal. We might get rid of an extra combo piece if we happen to find one. Side note, named Bilgewater on the list, which is what Pit Rookie is. We get rid of our Sprite Fountain. Decide to play a stack deck. We still have 3 resources available to us. We might get a Windsinger here. I can't imagine at this point we need an Eclipse, but it will be useful later on. We will indeed go for the Eclipse. And honestly, our engine's pretty close to online. I think I saw another Bewitching Spirit, but we probably don't want to establish that until we can leverage something to protect it with, like a Starcross. All right, another Pack of Wonders comes out. Are we going to bounce this Treasure Trove? And it looks like we just might. Treasure Trove back to hand. Ramp 1, draw 1. Spicee, full grip of cards. Recycling 1 to Bellows Breath. Whoa, Bellows Breath eats a Defy. Then we draw a card off of our Ezreal. We really want to keep this Scuttle Crab alive because this loop with Emperor's Dais is honestly keeping us in the game, keeping our hand full, so Bewitching Spirits really don't have the ability to strip away our entire hand. Sand Soldier comes down. Now we can replay our Scuttle Crab. But we could keep 6 open for Rengar in the event that that becomes relevant. But just all a scam, all a lie. Rune Runner comes down. Rune Runner is a big one. 5 might. I can't be chosen by enemy spells and abilities. However, something of note. Frozen Fortress will still deal damage to the Rune Runner. So we really need to be very careful leaving the Rune Runner available on the Frozen Fortress if that's where we decide to go. Tapped out as I missed my cue. Used this turn to establish as much as they could. More so just making sure that they have one of their most formidable, one of their most powerful units in the base. Spicee really has full claim here. We'll bounce and replay the Windsinger. Send back that Sand Soldier into a Bewitching Spirit. We got 2 packs on the battlefield, so we can Bewitching Spirit multiple times. Discards a Discipline as I missed my cue. Approximately 4 or 5 cards in hand for I missed my cue. We're going to follow this up with a Fizz. Fizz into a stacked deck. All right, maybe another stacked deck, maybe a Fizz. Probably a stacked deck because we currently don't have a target. However, we will pick up the Fizz. Just in the event we need to Starcross into Starcross later on. 3 resources left. We probably Pack of Wonders our Bewitching Spirit and then replay it. I can't imagine we want to push forward and risk any of our units. We're pretty far ahead. There's a probability and a possibility we just leave open some resources. Yep, and here we go. Treasure Trove, Pack of Wonders. Ramp 1, draw 1. The question is, do we currently have a Gust in the event we need to protect one of our units? If it gets charmed in, we might need to Gust it away. All right, Scuttle Crab comes back out. Draw a card. Oh, let's go. First mate readies the Scuttle Crab, send it into Emperor's Dais. And we're going to pay 1, and we're going to try and Bellows Breath it. It eats at Defy once again. These Bellows Breaths are crazy. We're going to pay 1 for Emperor's Dais, make a Sand Soldier, send the Scuttle Crab home. Now at this point, we can decide whether or not we want to put this Rune Runner on the Frozen Fortress. This will put us on an even turn, if possible, making so that a double conquer would be one of our best options. However, keeping the Rune Runner might be the best possible play. Keeping it back so that we can use it to double conquer might be paramount. But it looks like we're going to go ahead and send it in. My issue with this play is we can send Fizz and Windsinger in to kill this this Rune Runner on the Frozen Fortress, which is a little bit awkward because Rune Runner is arguably one of your most powerful units. Oh, we pick up a Gust here for Spicee. So many cards, so many resources to work with. Spicee's basically got everything he wants. We're at the point where we can basically grind out this game as long as we can start committing to these battlefields. Oh, it looks like we're going to maybe line up a Watcher turn here. We can Watcher, play Fizz with a Bellows Breath, kill the backline. All right. Paying for Watcher. We're accelerating Watcher. Watcher comes out, goes into the Rune Runner, takes out the Rune Runner. We have a 1 Might Sand Soldier on the Emperor's Dais to handle. I think we're going to Fizz Bellows Breath, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to repeat the Bellows Breath here. And we're going to kill all 3 units. No resources available for I missed my cue. So no Defy for this guy. The squad goes down. And now the door is open for Spicee. Spicee, going to draw off of the Ezreal. Probably send in our Fizz. Fizz is the most expendable unit. Go to 2, pay 1, send the Fizz home, make a Sand Soldier. And just like that, the turntables have turned. I missed my cue. Basically, no units. I didn't see any in hand, so maybe it's just a Master Yi turn. A development of Master Yi. That might be our play here, but let's see what we can pick up. We're pretty close to 12 runes. This Watcher turn was devastating. All right, we develop our... Oh, just kidding, JK. All right, we develop our Master Yi. We develop a Lonely Poro. We hold up 4 runes and we say go. We hold to 4 on Spicee's side. We are catching up. We have a dominant hand control. We have dominant board control. At this point, all we have to do is double bounce our Bewitching Spirit, discard 2 cards, and say go. All right, Spicee, thinking through what the best course of action is here. All right, we're going to pick up the list. We're going to replay the list. I assume we're targeting Master Yi. We probably name Master Yi. And if for some reason we have another Bellows Breath and we have the Fizz that we bounced, we're going to Bellows Breath the backline repeated, killing the Lonely Poro and the Master Yi because we gave a -2. Now, I missed my cue. Not 100% sure how to respond to this because, honestly, we're kind of clearing the board over and over and over again to Spicee. All right. Both units will die. I missed my cue. Back to no units in base. We're going to draw a card off of the Bellows Breath repeated. We're going to send forward some units, which is very interesting. We're only at 4. There's some blowout potential here with like a Rengar or something. Bewitching Spirit comes out. Okay. We don't mind risking these units. They're expendable because we have a Fizz and a Bewitching Spirit back in base. I missed my cue. Going to discard from the Bewitching Spirit. All right. Grim is gone. The card, honestly, not that good if you don't have any units. Spicee, 2 runes available, likely passes, and will do indeed. 6-4, I missed my cue at 12 runes. Draws for turn. We need to establish board control once again, and I don't think I saw a unit in there. Maybe I missed it. Maybe it's a Rengar, question mark. However, we need a unit, and it looks like this might be a unit. Could save the day for us. And it is indeed a Rengar Trophy Hunter. Going onto the battlefield, it's going to be 6 plays 7. So we're going to have to punch first or something. Oh, on guard's good enough. On guard's perfect here. All right, we're going to lose this battlefield. And we probably have to bounce the Rengar. Oh, timeout. Timeout. Stupefy onto the Rengar. Now it's 8 plays 7. Punch first coming out of I missed my cue. And Spicee's like, okay, you wanted it more. You can have it. This is your battlefield now. Going to 7 as I missed my cue. Will bounce the Rengar, putting out a Sand Soldier. Now we have a unit for later, which is really nice. I can see that we still have a punch first. Not sure what the other card is in hand, but we're down to 3 cards. And this is a bit scary here for I missed my cue. Because if we have 9 resources, which it looks like we'll have plenty for, we might be able to play 3 Bewitching Spirits if we draw our 3rd one. We can Bewitching Spirit, double pack, double Bewitching Spirit, and say, you've got no cards in hand. How are you going to win? All right, returning the list. So the Bewitching Spirit line, probably not what's happening here. We're going to make this Sand Soldier 0 might. We're going to send in. I mean, we could have just got Windsinger, right? We could have just bounced the Windsinger. Bounce the Windsinger. It's 1 less resource efficient, I suppose. We're going to send in the Ezreal. 3 plays 0. We're basically saying, get rid of as many cards from your hand as possible so that we have the opportunity to try and strip the rest of them with Bewitching Spirit. And unfortunately, I missed my cue basically needs every unit they can muster, including the Sand Soldier. So I'm wondering if they're going to try and fight for this. I missed my cue thinking it down. We know about a punch first. We know about a Rengar. 1 other unknown card in hand, and they're going to give up the Sand Soldier. Spicee goes to 6, threatening a hold to 8. Oh my, and we're going to play a Vex Apathetic. Vex Apathetic, 4 cost, 4 might, no power. Says, anytime when an opponent plays a unit while I'm at a battlefield, stun it, they can't move this turn. That means this Rengar, dead in the water. What do we have off the top? It's not good enough. It's a Primal Strength, and I missed my cue, scoops it up to Spicee. A pretty fast, a pretty decisive game 1 for Spicee in the books. Now, I know we've seen a lot of games between these 2 players. However, I'm not 100% sure what exactly the sideboards will come about from. I imagine Spicee's probably going to be bringing in some more Vex Apathetic, some more Starcross, Maybe if feeling kind of cheeky, might bring in like an unchecked power or a downwell. All right, there's an unchecked power. Looks like, I think maybe a downwell was coming in. Yeah, that's a downwell. We're going to go Aspirant's Climb. We're going to bring in a downwell. On the other side of things, the question is, what exactly are we going to bring in for Master Yi to try and shore up this matchup? We probably need as many sabotages as humanly possible, in all honesty. We need to try and strip these key cards out of hand as fast as possible. However, honestly, Spicee's probably thinking, that matchup wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad at all. Maybe we don't need to try too hard. Whoa, timeout. Is that a shovel? Oh my god. I had no idea this list played one. Last rites in the main board's crazy. I guess if you lose one of your Bewitching Spirits, you have a way to get it back. Kind of thinking back through, what do I want to bring? It's going to be an unchecked power. Honestly, I think Starcross is probably a good play here. Will be unchecked power in, as well as, I think that was a Thousand Tail Watcher. All right, go on to game number 2. This one's probably going to be the long one because it's an Aspirant's Climb game. The players here will be playing to 9. And we're going to see whether or not Master Yi can get underneath this Ezreal, who's just grinding out resources and grinding out card advantage left and right. This is a Star Spring match. So, might be a little bit awkward for the Suncheck power. However, probably be okay. I Missed My Cue will be on the play. Once again, probably hard mulliganing specifically for a Scuttle Crab. And honestly, I think at this point, really, what Spicee's going to look for is more combo pieces, you know? More Pack of Wonders. Oh, I think... Oh, we're going to send back this Fizz. Probably the Eclipse too. All right, it looks like we got a Stupefy and a Vex Apathetic. Oh, we got Oops All Disciplines and a Disarming Rake in hand for Master Yi. This might just be a pass. Channel 2 pass. Well, here for Spicee, we're going to play this Bewitching Spirit, make you discard one of those 3 disciplines. Now if we see another discipline get picked up here by I Missed My Cue, we know it came out of the pocket. Because we see 2 in hand, we see 1 in the graveyard. Any new ones, pocket discipline. Spicee here does have a way to protect this Bewitching Spirit in the Gust. Oh, Stupefy list. Is this a Bellows Breath? Bellows Breath. This is crazy. This is a game-winning line. We're going to draw a card and knock over the top card of your opponent's deck. We can push onto the Star Spring here. Oh, never mind. We don't want to push onto the Star Spring without Gust. I thought for sure I would get at least a 1 LOL in chat from the Pocket Discipline, but you know what? We're going to have to try harder. However, we're going to commit this Rune Runner to the base. Rune Runner is going to be much harder to get rid of. And I lied. It was a Sigil of the Stormstar. I mean, that's such a silly goose. Star Spring coming out for I Missed My Cue, and Sigil of the Storm coming out for Spicee. All right. Spicee committing the Ezreal. Going to discard the Treasure Trove. We already have one. We don't need one. We picked up a Pack of Wonders. Pack of Wonders coming out right meow. Sending that Treasure Trove home. Ramping and drawing a card. And just say go. We can't fight this Rune Runner. We don't want to fight this Rune Runner. I Missed My Cue is currently at 0 points. So we're not threatened by any means. However, Disarming Rake is going to be pretty good here. Disarming Rake to get rid of this Pack of Wonders. Goodbye, Pack of Wonders. It felt good to have at the moment. Doesn't feel good anymore. Spicee's still in a pretty good spot, even though one of the key combo pieces is now gone. Picked up a Star-Crossed. Looks like we're going to commit a Vex here. Vex Apathetic coming out. And we're probably just going to pass the turn here. Say, okay, you can have 2 points. You're still only 25% of the way there. Honestly, we really don't want to Windsinger this Disarming Rake away. We could play the Trove. It doesn't feel good to go into Sigil the Storm. We need our resources right now. We're only at 8 runes. We could go into Starspring, say, give me a card, and then gust our own unit. However, we're going to get Treasure Trove. We're going to recycle one. And we found a Star-Crossed. Double Star-Crossed, 1 Windsinger, double Gust. This hand is very bounce heavy, but that's about it. This is probably just a pass angle from Spicee. Being patient is the best possible move you can do in this situation. But we're going to commit the Windsinger. We're going to decline the bounce trigger, it looks like, and say go. We're just going to commit something to have a little bit more might. So if this Rune Runner goes onto a battlefield and they tap out, we can try and threaten it. But with all these runes, it's pretty unlikely we're going to be able to threaten this Rune Runner, just to be candid with you. We're going to float 1, recycle 1, take up this Sigil of the Storm, and move our way a little bit closer to winning this game. 3 plays 0, as I missed my cue. Grip full of cards. Oh my god, another bounce card in Spicee's hand. I think at this point we need to start using these gusts. We might need to go ahead and move a unit onto the Starspring, whether it's the Bewitching Spirit or not. We can force them to commit a bunch of resources to this Disarming Rake, and then in response, bounce it. Okay, we're just going to bounce it. Just kidding. We're going to make it above 3. It's now a 4. We're going to respond with a Gust. We're going to respond with a Discipline. This is 3 disciplines. Remember, anything else at this point is from the pocket. We're going to try Gust number 2, and it's going to get defied. We're going to draw from our Ezreal, targeting twice from Gusts. This could be one big Disarming Rake. So at this point, we may want to go ahead and commit a Star-Cross. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. We're going to commit a Star-Cross. We're going to bounce our Bewitching Spirit and the Disarming Rake. And it's going to get hit by a not-so-fast. Do we want to commit another Star-Crossed? Another one. We're running low on the resources. 3 cards in hand for Spicee. I think when the second Gust got countered, I probably would have just said, okay, go next turn. The Star-Cross is a bounce. There we go. Spicee used a ton to fight for this. All resources down. And honestly, you honestly can't commit to the board here. We can't go into the battlefields. 3 cards in hand, 1 known. If we commit to a battlefield, we're just risking losing our unit. So we're going to send in the Windsinger. Say, if you want to do something to kill this one, go for it. Vex going to move forward as well. This is dangerous because if we can find a way to bring this Rune Runner home, we might be able to contest this Star Spring. I don't know how we're going to do it, but it's possible. I missed my cue, holding to 4. Spicee, like, basically out of gas. Oh, here we go. First mate readies our Rune Runner. Now we're going to buff the Rune Runner and kill these units. Just like that, buffed up, get some experience. Grim Resolve coming down, killing the Vex. And heavy punish. That's a huge punish coming out. Now, I missed my cues, poised. Able to establish board and another first mate. No. I think that might have been a mistake here from I missed my cue. Maybe should have readied the other first mate and put it on Sigil of the Storm. There's no reason to ready the Rune Runner. Make it so that you can just hold. However, Spicee picked up a copy of Unchecked Power. Maybe he's a genius. Maybe instead of committing to the Sigil of the Storm, it was a genius play to ready the Rune Runner. Because now it's not a 2-for-1 for Unchecked Power. This is why I missed my cues sitting in this seat and I'm sitting in the casting desk, because clearly he's a genius. Oh, true, true. All right. Bewitching Spirit comes down. Disarming Rake goes to the graveyard. Fizz comes out. I think we have a stack deck in there. Not sure what we're going to target. Whatever it is, hopefully it draws a card. Might be just Stupefy. Spicy's like, oh man, there's not a lot of great options in here. I think Stupefy's got to be the play. We Stupefy the first mate. We walk in with Ezreal. We kill it. It's not so bad. Oh, wait, no, we can't. Master Yi will make it so that it is a 4. We can't walk in with Ezreal. It's pretty bad. Yeah, but Stupefy has to be the play here, just because drawing a card is better than basically all the other options. All right, all right. We can send Windsinger and Ezreal in to trade with the first mate. Probably not a good deal. We're going to pay 2. Oh, here we go. Found a pack of wonders. Are we going to bounce the Windsinger? Oh, maybe we bounce the list. Bounce the Windsinger. Send the first mate home. Draw a card off of the Ezreal legend. Push. No, we can't. No way we push the Ezreal forward. No way. The point economy is not worth that much tempo loss. And we're going to pass it over. I missed my cue. 2 units in base. Things are looking good. Send in the Rune Runner. Send in the first mate. Here we go. 7. Now all we got to do is basically hold this Star Spring. Keep up a billion cards. But we don't know about the Unchecked Power. Oh, nice, nice, nice. We're going to play the Scuttle Crab, bring home the Rune Runner. Star Spring broken. So good. Simonade, I do not have the player deck lists. I don't know if they'll be posted or not. Stay tuned and I'll let you know as soon as I know. I'm kind of just winging it with deck lists, assuming I know what they are, based off of popular builds. Second pack of wonders picked up here. Unchecked Power really not that good right here. I missed my cue exceptionally well playing around Unchecked Power. However, we don't really have great attacks. We could go Fizz into Scuttle Crab. It's kind of free. Question is, will I Missed My Cue have ways to buff it? And we see a Primal Strength in hand. All right, Spicee. Using the list. All right. Not using the list. Pack of Wonders to return the list. One to replay the list. Make the first mate tiny. First mate is now -2. We'll send in a Fizz, and then, I mean, do we just Bella's Breath here? Bella's Breath's probably pretty good. We kill the Scuttle Crab. We kill the first mate. We send 2 stinkers in. Yeah, Bellows Breath. We get to draw a card here. We kill both of these units theoretically. We give away the game with our hand, though. Oh, we play a Rengar. And we send home the Scotty Crab. All right, Scuttle Crab lives. Rengar on the field. We're going to draw off the Ezreal. We're not in an amazing spot, Spicee. Our hand is kind of doo-doo. But we have to somehow kill this Rengar and prevent a double conquer. It looks like we may be staring down a Watcher turn. Thousand Tail Watcher pretty good here. We can accelerate Thousand Tail Watcher. We have exactly enough runes to go into this Rengar, kill it. Unfortunately, stacking the battlefield just not good enough. Oh, because of the alternate cost from Ezreal, we have 1 rune open. Excellent. Now we're sending in the squad to kill this Rengar. This Rengar normally 6, buffed up to 8, but -3, so 5. So it's 5 played 13. Double punch first would be nuts. Okay. Ten plays 13. It looks like we're just trying to trade down this Watcher, trade down this Ezreal. However, Stupefy on the Rengar. We're going to kill the Watcher and say okay. Now we're going to go into reinforce the Star Spring. Oh, and send all of our units flying. It's currently 9 power. Oh, there we go. Primal Strength gets it done, shows the Primal Strength, will buff up the Rune Runner, able to walk into the Star Spring, conquer it, and send over the Scuttle Crab into the Sigil of Power, Sigil of the Storm, rather, and win the game. Game 2 goes over to I Missed My Cue on Master Yi, sending us to a Game 3. Winner of this gets to go play against Lee Sin in the finals, piloted by Troy. Will it be Master Yi or Ezreal? Taking a quick peek here at the sideboard, thinking through, do I need to bring anything in for game number 3? This is indeed a pretty great match. However, we're moving to game 3, and this is an Aspirants Climb game. Interestingly enough, I thought Sigil of the Storm was the go first battlefield, and Aspirants Climb was the go second battlefield. However, I guess it really doesn't matter a whole lot here for Spicee. Maybe I'm the crazy one. They're all go second battlefields, let's be honest. All right. We have Seed of Power coming out for Master Yi. Seed of Power is going to be pretty nice. Not as good as the Emperor's Dais, but Seed of Power will help try and keep this hand stocked up against all these Bewitching Spirits. Unfortunately, it says Conquer and not Hold, so it does make it slightly awkward for Master Yi. All right, both players shuffling up here, getting ready for the third and final game. Winner of this will go into the finals. Once again, it's Aspirant's Climb for Spicee on the Ezreal, and Seed of Power for Master Yi, and I missed my cue. I got to admit, I do not enjoy the legend placement for Master Yi. I wish those bad boys would be front and center, you know? Show off those sweet, sweet cards. But it's okay. I digress. All right. We're drawing 4. Let's see what we got for I missed my cue. Went pretty fast. I think I saw a Pit Rookie. Yep. Pit Rookie. Going to send back the Primal Strength. 2 cards back for Spicee. I saw Bewitching Spirit, so we know what our first play is. Pit Rookie versus Bewitching Spirit. Oh, just kidding. I forgot that Spicee is going first. I'm a silly goose. Stack deck into nothing. Oh, well, I think we take the list. 2 lists and 1 Bellows Breath. We already have a Bellows Breath. Yep, we take the list. We send back the list and Bellows Breath. I missed my cue. Channel 3. Oh, the list. What are we going to name? All right. 3 runes, draw a card, play a Pit Rookie, say go. Unless, maybe did we find a Scuttle Crab? All right. Thinking it through. Oh, we have a Sabotage. Leading off with a Sabotage would be quite interesting. Guffy Fish coming in clutch with the Ezreal and the Master Yi deck list. Make sure you check it out in chat. Thank you, Guffy Fish. All right, Disarming Rig, get rid of the list. I'm going to deramp just a little bit, but I'm going to be getting rid of one of your key pieces here. Honestly, I think I prefer keeping that for like a Pack of Wanderers. Down goes the Sprite. And down goes the Pit Rookie. Stack deck. Sprite Fountain, Stupefy, and Bellows Breath are our options. I really don't like getting rid of the list this early, to be honest with you. However, once again, I'm in the caster's booth, and they're out there playing in the semifinals. Oh, if he has another rake, maybe that's the case. Pushing forward our Disarming Rake into Aspirant's Climb. Now we play Master Yi Tempered. Maybe. Maybe. No. This is a Sabotage. And we're going to get rid of Pack of Wonders, like guaranteed 100%, right? Question mark. And then we're going to play a Pit Rookie and buff our Disarming Rake. Feel like Pack of Wonders is got to be the take. Oh, it's going to be, no. It's going to be a Stupefy. Says you don't have any other combo pieces. You can play your Pack of Wonders. You can play your Bewitching Spirit, but I'm going to just draw cards off of my Seed of Power. Say go. All right. What do we draw here for Spicee? Was that a second Pack of Wonders? No. It wasn't. It was a Windsinger. We could Windsinger this Disarming Rake. It'd be a little bit awkward, though. But it looks like we might be committing to Pack of Wonders Bewitching Spirit, which plays right into I Missed My Cue's hands. as he does indeed have another disarming rake in hand. All right, Ezreal coming down. Discarding Windsinger, drawing another Pack of Wonders and a stack deck. So maybe we just played Pack of Wonders, stack deck, pass turn. Oh, Gust, third Pack of Wonders, and unchecked power. Looks like we're going to take the unchecked power. Better safe than sorry type scenario. Don't want to die to a Rengar. All right, we send in the Bewitching Spirit. Pack of Wonders, send the Bewitching Spirit home. Now, I Missed My Cue will hold up to 2 and have free reign to go to Seat of Power and draw a card. Drew a card so fast and plays another Disarming Rake. Get out of here, Pack of Wonders. Little does I Missed My Cue know, there's another one. Another Pack of Wonders chilling in hand of Spicee, getting ready to continue stripping out the hand of I Missed My Cue. I Missed My Cue, thinking, decides to go ahead and pass turn. I got everything I need. Looks like Bewitching Spirit's next. Going to discard the first mate. Now we're going to play Pack of Wonders here probably. Oh, looks like we might be playing a Bellows Breath. Kill one of these units. Kill the Pit Rookie maybe? They're all spread out, which makes Bellows Breath pretty awkward. But it's essentially a 1-for-1. Okay, we kill the Disarming Rake. In the base, we draw a card. Another Thousand Tail Watcher. We're good for the late game. We just have to get there. Play a Pack of Wonders and pass, maybe? We might bounce our Bewitching Spirit so it doesn't get challenged. We decide against it. We say go. Going to hold here to 5 for I Missed My Cue. Retreat both units. Play an Action. Bring back the Pack of Wonders. It's mine now. And say go. I don't think that I Missed My Cue remembered to increase their point total, but I do believe they are at 5 points. Spicee, a lot of cards in hand. Not a lot of amazing cards in hand, though. We could star-cross the Bewitching Spirit and the Action. Get back our Pack of Wonders. And that looks like it might be what we're doing. Oh, and it's going to eat a Defy. The Pack of Wonders is ours. Hands off my Pack of Wonders. Now 2 Watchers in hand. The list and an unchecked power. 1 card in hand for I Missed My Cue. 3 total runes. However, we have a Pack of Wonders and an army in our base. We're going to play the list. We're going to name something. But I highly doubt we commit anything to these battlefields. We want to keep them for when we decide to play our Watchers. I Missed My Cue says 1 card in hand. Do your worst. Oh, we're going to draw a card for Spicee. We're going to say, in goes the Ezreal, in goes the Bewitching Spirit, and we're going to find and pick up an Eclipse for our troubles. Eclipse could be quite good here. The question is, how do we plan on doing this for I Missed My Cue? I imagine we go Disarming Rake with a buff counter into the Ezreal. So you can have it. If we send in this Akshan, it could be troublesome. We want to try and trade the Ezreal first. Oh, just kidding. Rengar. Unfortunately, we're in a tough situation because Eclipse is going to make this pretty painful. Rengar down. That would have been a dope play. However, we should still be fine. In goes the Akshan. No, you got to send in the Akshan. Well, I guess you don't. I guess you don't. You can go Pit Rookie and Disarming Rake into Ezreal, and then Akshan into Bewitching Spirit. You draw a card. However, opponent will probably end up just playing Unchecked Power. You don't know about the Unchecked Power, but it's there. We might be able to Pack of Wonders our Pit Rookie after we conquer the Aspirant's Climb, giving us the ability to do a little bit of a tempo play with Master Yi Pit Rookie next turn. Thinking through this play. The best play here, trade out this Rake. All right. Rake trades. Now we send in Pit Rookie. Pit Rookie into Aspirant's Climb. There's like nothing that can be done for one from Spicee. Like a Stupefy does not kill this Akshan. Pit Rookie into Aspirant's Climb. Akshan into Bewitching Spirit on Seated Power. Draw a card. Pack of Wonders brings the Pit Rookie home. To 6, to 7, draw a card, and Pack of Wonders, our Pit Rookie, and say go. Maybe we keep the Pit Rookie there because we are threatening a hold to win. However, as everyone knows, we've got an Unchecked Power in hands. And it's going to be an Unchecked Power turn. Not very much development. However, Unchecked Power is going to be the play. It's really hard to pass up a 2-for-1 at this stage. Oh, just kidding. It's going to be a Watcher. Man, if not now, when do you plan on playing this Unchecked Power? Why did you bring it in if you didn't plan on at least getting a 2-for-1 out of it? Okay. Watcher into Akshan. You can have your Pack of Wonders back. I'm going to hold to 8. Now all I got to do is keep this Pit Rookie alive somehow, some way. Not sure how. Maybe a punch first. I can't quite see what's in I Missed My Cue's hand. A punch first would be pretty nuts here. However, looks like we have a Rune Runner, a Pit Rookie, and a Discipline. A Discipline. Okay. We can't commit too much to this board here. So we're just going to play Rune Runner, pass. Spicee, gonna hold to 5. Probably gonna accelerate another Watcher. Play Treasure Trove and say go after you conquering this Aspirant's Climb. All right. Accelerate Watcher. Oh, we don't have enough for the Treasure Trove. My bad. Goes to 6. We're on evens, which isn't very good. Piroki buffs up the Rune Runner. Discipline buffs up the Rune Runner. This is a new game, by the way, chat. So this isn't from the pocket. We draw because we can't go to 9. What do we draw? Another Rune Runner. Well, we definitely can't play the Rune Runner. I think we got a Scuttle Crab here, which a Scuttle Crab would be pretty good. Gives us the opportunity to run it into one of these Watchers and get full information. What we really need is a Punch First here. A Punch First would get us over top of the 3rd accelerated Thousand Tail Watcher. Okay. I missed my cue deep in the tank. Thinking, well, what exactly can my opponent have? One of these cards in Spicee's hand definitely dead. I don't think we have any buffs in hand for I missed my cue. We might just have to commit more to the board. Master Yi, potentially. He's thinking through, do I have the opportunity to leave open air quotes interaction or feign interaction? Or do I have to commit? And it looks like we've decided we're going to commit. We're going to go ahead and put Master Yi out. I want to say go. Wait, that buff leave the Rune Runner? That was a buff counter, wasn't it? From the Piroki? I think the Rune Runner is still supposed to have that buff counter. But it doesn't matter because it's still going to die, whether there was a buff counter or not. 3rd Watcher comes down. Gonna push Spicee to 8 and say, all right, you've got to deal with both of these, otherwise you lose. There are outs. Punch First, Rengar probably does it. Oh, timeout. We have an On Guard. Is an On Guard good enough? It is not. So we have to send in the Rengar. So we send in Pit Rookie and Rengar into the Aspirant's Climb. That's 8, plays 7. Looking for exclusively Punch First. Oh, timeout. We're going to play Rengar and On Guard into the Aspirant's Climb. And say, I need a buff for 1 damage. Oh, Stupefy. This is still... Oh, this is not fine. This is a trade. And this means Pit Rookie can go in, conquer and draw, and Rune Runners... Punch First is your only option. Wait a second. What's the Scuttle Crab doing? All right, 2 draws. Maybe you should have gone Pit Rookie first, but maybe you were playing around a +2. Punch First, now your only option. Unless your last 2 draws were like On Guards. Double On Guard would be good enough. Not good enough. I missed my cue, not able to find the punch first, 2 cards deep. Unfortunately, not able to find it in this nail biter of a match, fighting down triple Thousand Tail Watcher coming out of Spicee, and Spicee takes it down 2-1, advancing into the finals, playing against Troy on Lee Sin. What a wonderful match. Ezreal taking home the win, grinding out the value. These Bewitching Spirits, these Pack of Wonders, just coming through little by little, inching away and biting all of these little cards away. And once again, in the finals, we get to see Spicee on Ezreal up against Lee Sin and Troy. The question is this a good matchup for Troy, or is this a good matchup for Ezreal? I guess only time will tell. I'm super excited about this finals match. 2 excellent players, both piloting fun decks into the finals. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Everyone, stay tuned. We've got the grand finals coming up next. Talk to you all shortly. Deuces.